Sundays for most of us are a day of rest, a time for simple pleasures like a hot shower, a cozy book, and a quiet cup of tea. But here, beyond the Arctic Circle in Siberia, Sundays have a different meaning. Valentina, a devoted wife, mother of 6, and grandmother, wakes up early, ensuring that the fire is stoked and the family has a warm meal to start the day. The Stepanov family, nomadic reindeer herders, roam the Siberian wilderness year-round in conditions where survival is a daily challenge. As nature calls, Saiaan, Valentina's grandson, quickly heads into the forest. Today, for Saiaan and his family, is a day dedicated to showering and laundry, tasks that require the entire day. Saiaan is 11 years old, spends most of his time helping his grandparents, eagerly learning the skills needed to become a reindeer herder. He loves his life in the wilderness and has no desire to return to town. As the day begins, Saiaan and his older sister Kira enjoy a hearty breakfast. Fry pies, jam, and hot tea with milk, slowly waking up and preparing for their busy day ahead.
Saiaan, mus masalah ada.
Vasily, Saiaan's grandfather, is getting ready to head outside. Winter has not yet arrived, and the coldest months, with temperatures plunging below 60 degrees Celsius, are still to come. The Stepanovs are among the last few nomadic families who braved the coldest place on Earth, living in conditions where most of us could hardly imagine surviving. Saiaan and his uncle make their way to the nearby lake to gather ice for drinking and showering. Without access to running water, they rely on the frozen lake, cutting blocks of ice to melt for their daily needs. Despite the freezing temperatures and the heavy labor, Saiaan doesn't complain. In this land, children grow up quickly, and their help is essential to the family's survival. Back at camp, Valentina is busy with household chores, stoking the fire to heat the tent and preparing water for the family shower to make sure their temporary home stays warm and welcoming.
Sadar şuy. Başka kan dolar kumapan. Man hatu kumaran kudu. Allah takfuna tabat bu kumaran.
As you might expect, taking a shower while roaming year-round in the wild forest is a rare luxury. The Stepanov family not only need to gather water, but also build a temporary bathhouse. Traditionally, Arctic nomads build shelters from wooden poles and reindeer hides. But with the demands of modern life, the Stepanovs now use canvas tents, faster and more practical. Inside the canvas tent, they place a heating stove, essential source of warmth. However, even with the stove, the bitter cold still creeps through the gaps.
Minus aku bangin. Bukan makan manak turar tuin utuyar gara. Hasır da tur butung balakang yevar kırıyor bolan kalıp bolar. Onun kâhmetler oğulur için otu yatarlar. Kırığı bola, kılamanların kırığı bola, kalıp bolacak. Otu vapıp olağın.
The next step in preparing for a shower is gathering wood to heat the bathhouse. The Stepanov family roams in the tundra land, one of the harshest environments on Earth, a type of biome where tree growth is limited by the extreme cold. For most of the year, the tundra is a frozen landscape with few trees, long frigid winters, and high winds. After several hours of heating the bathhouse, it's finally time for Saiaan to shower. He grabs his small wash bowl and towel, ready to wash off the week's work. Unfortunately, as the sun sets, the wind picks up, turning harsh and cold. This means Saiaan will have to shower quickly in the chilly tent. Saiaan feels the biting cold. In this harsh land, showering requires a lot of effort, from gathering ice to setting up a temporary bathhouse. Because of this, Saiaan and his family shower only once a week. As soon as he's done, Saiaan hurries back to their tent, eager to escape the biting cold as the temperature drops. Now it's time for girls to do laundry while the bathhouse is still warm. Kira and Alina are washing clothes by hand for their whole family. They are learning the basis of becoming a woman in a herding, and it's not an easy work, especially in these conditions. Growing up in the Arctic tundra, they master essential skills like gathering wood, water, cooking, and cleaning. As Kira and Alina grow older, they will gradually take on more responsibilities, stepping into Valentina's role. But with education becoming more accessible, Kira and Alina are drawn to modern life. Kira wants to work in a nursery, and Alina hopes to open her own shop or become a doctor. Valentina has spent over 40 years roaming the tundra with her husband Vasily, tending to their reindeer herds. Throughout these years, she balanced the demanding life of a nomadic herder while raising their 6 children on her own. From cooking and sewing clothes to keeping the family warm in the freezing cold, Valentina's days were always filled with endless tasks. Now, as the morning work settles, Valentina begins preparing lunch. Today she is making blood sausage from reindeer. The process is meticulous, and she calls over Kira to help. With no grocery store for thousands of miles, the family relies on what they have, mostly reindeer meat, fish, bread, and wild berries for a dessert.
Kira, Melera, beli tava tuang na emin.
Baludugod daw sa mga terman nito sa tatya.
Dave. Kata.
Dada. Ahuwang.
Growing up in a reindeer herding family is a unique and challenging experience for children like Saiaan and Kira. From a young age, they learn essential survival skills. Their childhood is filled with adventure, but also hard work. Despite this, Saiaan and Kira love spending their time with their grandparents, living in the wilderness with a deep sense of freedom and happiness, far away from the noise and stress of the urban life. After a big lunch, the men quickly returned to their afternoon chores, guiding the reindeer back to the tent before nightfall to protect them from wolves and ensure their safety. While the men tend to their herds, the women busied themselves in the afternoon with sewing clothes from reindeer hides.
Olan gujeng halal dubi kokol bi tette kibbi.
As evening falls, the Stepanov family busies themselves with dinner preparation. While Valentina and Vasily bake bread, a daily staple of their diet, the children enjoy a rare moment of relaxation. When dinner is ready, the family comes together for a simple but hearty meal: reindeer meat and freshly baked bread. This is a typical Sunday for nomads in the Arctic. Their days are busy and only the evenings offer time to rest. Yet, the Stepanov family loves their life in the wilderness, finding joy in the quiet rhythm of nature and the raw beauty of the tundra.